So this is my week 10 log, and I learned they always have these sessions where they're teaching us different things at the practicum. So today we learned about reciprocal structure, and that's when it's back and forth social engagement, and you can also do it musically, like a musical conversation. So it can be like with music, I might clap, and then the other person might go, and I might just go, and then they do something. So it's kind of a back and forth. So you can do it with speaking or you can do it with music. So either way. And also it was another term was life review. And that's when you bring up someone's life in order to recall information. So I might say, John Doe, you used to sing in a nightclub when you were younger. And then they may recall that information as you keep asking them more questions about, the singing, the nightclub, what type of songs they did. It can be done through conversation and through songs and used to spark information. And we all know that certain songs have certain memories associated with them. So it's also good to use songs with the life review portion. Then my supervisor said that the facility that my resident is in, they actually every now and then they do a MMSE, which is the mini mental state exam. And when they do it, then it tests their mental abilities. And they had done one before, but then they did one last week after the program had started. And my client and another resident scored the highest. They scored higher on their scores were higher than they were before since starting the program. So that's a good thing. Hopefully that will add to research that music can bridge memory. And especially since some of the readings that I read this week, most of them talked about how music therapy isn't really documented, and they don't have a lot of proven research. I mean, it's mostly there is research, but it's not documented as much as other disciplines, and that was kind of troubling, because it was just like, okay, well, why not? Because we know that it works, because it worked for me personally. So thinking of ways to be able to change that would be something that would be beneficial to music therapy. And as far as work was okay, but it's the week before spring break and students were going crazy. So hopefully they'll be better after this break. So, but that's work. My coworker, he's getting a little bit better, but he still has those ways where, he's just snagging and just like, ugh. So trying to deal with that and not be stressed out from that. As far as anything else, relationship is going well. Church is going well. Getting ready for the Easter program, which is actually on Palm Sunday for the children. So it's I teach third and fourth grade Sunday school, so they had a speaking part, and then so this is speaking parts throughout the two services, and then they're also the music. So the youth are in charge of the music, and being that I'm the youth musician, of course, I had to be there. So that's going to be tomorrow. So that's going to be a big day in the new sanctuary from 8 o'clock service and 11 o'clock service. And then, I guess after that, I can't even chill because I have book club. So tonight I'll be trying to read this book, which I haven't read. But as far as any other musical experiences, I didn't get as much time to practice this week as I really wanted to. But I did do a little bit of practicing, and it was mostly because my students were doing walk the line, and I showed them how to do bass drum, and also bass runs. So I had a little bit of practice as far as that's concerned, but as far as getting in the other practice that I really wanted to do, which I've been focusing on, like improvising on the piano and Also trying to get better on the guitar. I didn't really get to that this week. So hopefully next week will be better and I'll be able to stay to my schedule a little bit better next week. All right.